Your take.
I don't say. Actually, both of us are in together. Then I was headed to start Indigo. And I had made up my mind I will not take any Indian Airlines pilot. Because I knew he would not take. But Amit was the only chap who sort of wanted to come, so I said, okay, you can come. And we worked together in operations and safety. And I quit. Soon after that, Amit quit. And he went off to Scoot. And then came to Air Asia. And now he's in Gulf Air. Quite an adventurous career. But he's always been the intellectual type.
Not the school.
You always have been the intellectual type. And it's been a good career and good association. And I congratulate him on his book, which he will read, and then he will get my comments.
And
He doesn't have a red file anymore.
no?
How many files he is having as of now? If not read them.
In the team. Oh, okay. The Vietnamese. Okay.
He came and he gave me a best Boston trophy.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am here Vice Marshal Rajeev Sharma, just retired from Indian Air Force. I am not an aviator. I am an education officer by profession. And by practice, I have been part of the intelligence agency of the Indian Air Force. And I have been part of countless investigations of aircraft. I have been living along with the pilots, the engineers, the controllers. What Amitji has written in the book, I think there was a need of it. It could be a coincidence when the NC of the day, he requested all of us to remember the departed souls who just lost their life. And I have been a witness to the incident that day in Ahmedabad. On 12th of June, I saw that first bout of smoke coming. We were in the next aircraft 424 on lineup. And I could understand the psychology of the pilot that time, the entire crew, the passengers there, what they must have gone through. The cabin crew that were there with us in the business class of the 424, I could see them panicking also. In the pilot, he was totally numb. He couldn't even speak the next word. The panic of the passengers who needed to be calmed down because they started panicking and started jumping almost from the aircraft that it's go away because maybe AC नहीं चल रहा है, क्या हो गया है, उनको लगा रखा है. This is after I have left my Air Force. And it's just a coincidence when I joined the Air Force in 1989, there was a very big accident in Air Force where we lost in one go 30 officers. It was in Sri Lanka in 1990 perhaps. I was a young pilot officer. And there's a part of the training where the officers are taken for the air experience, those who are not the aviators. And me being the non-aviator from the ground services, I was escorting some of the engineering officers who were supposed to go for air experience. And I saw that aircraft taking off in a similar manner and then crashing, losing all our pilots. In between I have seen countless of accidents, Jaguars, the Mirages, the landing on the tanks, on the houses, in all the attempt the pilots have been trying to take the aircraft away from the dense population. In all the aspects, it is a human factor what Amitji was telling. It was very, very important to touch upon. Accidents do not happen on its own. There are a number of factors. It could be human error, it could be the maintenance issue, it could be the structural damage itself of that aircraft otherwise. But whatever you take it somewhere, that there is a man or woman behind the machine, behind every thought, every decision. And when I find the decision making is most important, as just now the author he mentioned. And where I was coming, I was telling my wife that entire gamut of the decision making itself defines the term. It is decide. FAA has given the term for the decide, but what I have decided to give it a new term, it is decide. The D stands for distraction, the E stands for emotion, the C stands for context, the I stands for instinct, next D stands for the data or the lack of it, and the last E is the experience. So the term which make up the term word called decide, I think the crux of this book. I have yet to read it, but the way I heard him, that what is the journey behind this book, it has made it so interesting, and I'm just waiting to open the book and read it. And I'm not going to only read it and recommend to the people to read it, but I'll request all of you not to read but to absorb it. Because not in the air crashes, not in the air accidents, in any mishap, this human factor, the decision-making power is going to come. And in the world which is right now dominated by the automation, this automation somewhere has overshadowed the basic why of the human factor. And I've been telling when why is clear, the how is easier. But then why also is as important as the how. And maybe that we become wiser after reading your book. Thank you so much. Taking
So
so much.
now involved in
Thank
the
you.
aviation.
Right now, I'm associated with a society called FORE, F-O-R-E, the Foundation of Organizational Research and Education, and I'm heading one academy which I have named it as FAST, F-A-A-S-T, the FORE Academy of Aviation, Space and Training. And when the space, when the aviation, we go into the training of the CPLs or Commercial Pilot License training. We are into the process of that. Maybe in the 1st of August, we are starting the academy with 4 short courses, one for cabin crew, one for the airport terminal operations, one for the customer service, and fourth is for travel consultant. So I'll pick up some cue, and Amit is already there, the advisor to all of us. And when we start this course, the wisdom from this book is going to come very handy for the pilots in the next generation. Thank you very much. It was only 3 years back that I was just penning down, because I am fond of writing something and pen down my thoughts, and it suits him today. Think what you think. Find time to share an ink. Whatever good you think, that may become a link for next gen to sink, and what you know, even ever to sink. And I'm sure the wisdom of this book is going to save many a disastrous times to come. Thank you very much. My compliments to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Before we proceed, I would just like to ask ma'am, and if any guests are interested to join us for just